I'm Kristen Simmons and this is Richard Etal.
In today's news, we will update you on Robespierre's arrest and what possibly lies ahead for him.
But first, we take you to Felicia Hernandez, who is on location interviewing a French peasant.
Thank you, Kristen. In recent years, France has gone down an inflationary spiral, and as we all know, our country is facing major debt. The reassertion of authority by the respectable bourgeoisie has been brought on by the Thermidorian. To add to that, France has also seen some of the worst harvests in years, which have led to food riots. I'm here with French peasant to see how this is affecting the common people. So, Pepperoni, how is life living on the streets?
Living on the streets? It's crap, man. We're starving day to day, and freaking, oh my gosh, I'm just so freaking pissed right now. My wife was guillotined, and now my children are motherless.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Who do you blame for this?
For this, I blame Robespierre. Damn him, he took away all my family.
Have you heard of his recent arrest?
Recent arrest? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, that bastard deserves what he's about to get.
As you can tell, the people of France are not happy with their country and how they are forced to live. I'm Felicia Hernandez. This is PFBC News.
Thank you, Felicia. On a lighter note, Franz Joseph Haydn has had some hits recently, which leads us to today's social segment.
He wrote the creation and the seasons for the common people of England after his visit to their home. Haydn followed in the footsteps of Mozart. Mozart's most recent hit is the opera The Marriage of Figaro, based upon a play right out of Paris.
Okay.
He wrote the creation and the seasons for the common people of England after his visit to their home.
How did you feel about that play?
I really enjoyed it because I felt like the people of England could really connect to it. Haydn followed in the footsteps of Mozart. Mozart's most recent hit is the opera The Marriage of Figaro, based upon a play right out of Paris. In this play, noble employers are outwitted and outsang by a valet. Mozart also wrote The Magic Flute and Don Giovanni.
That's really hard to say. A recent painting by Jacques-Louis David depicted the violence brought on by this horrible state of France. The September massacres of 1793 provoked young Charlotte Corday of the Gordon Party to kill Jean-Paul Marat. Marat was a supporter of Robespierre and a radical journalist. The painting was titled The Death of Marat. Jacques-Louis David was a good friend of Marat's. We'll be right back after this brief message from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Richard Etal here reporting, and behind us we have a guillotine. And if Robespierre is committed to the crime, he will probably be executed with something like this. If I was in front of the guillotine, I could show you how easily it goes up and down. But when it used that, it was easier because it used less strength to pull a blade up and down rather than using an axe, which caused people to stop and rest in between executions, rather than a guillotine when you could just pull it up and chop heads like whoosh, whoosh. I will now show you a demonstration on how a guillotine works. And as you can see, it kills. It is precise, somewhat precise, on what a beheading would be. It's a much quicker method than having an axeman chop people's heads off, because you can continuously pull the blade up and put it down. All of the disposed heads would be placed in a basket and then carried away.
Breaking news. This just in. Robespierre has been freed from jail. Our field reporter Kristen is at the jail where this incident occurred.
Just like Richard said earlier, Robespierre was freed from jail a few moments ago because a mob stormed the jail and freed him. Today, on July 27, 1794, Robespierre was arrested earlier because the Committee of Public Safety voted to execute him and feared that Robespierre had lost his mind. The streets will continue to run red with blood, but this time it will be because of Maximilien Robespierre's blood, who will be sent to the guillotine. I believe I see Robespierre over here. Robespierre, do you have any comments about the events of earlier today? How do they make you feel? Robespierre is unresponsive to my questioning. He is in deep pain due to his suicide attempt earlier today. His colleagues also committed suicide in many ways. One man jumped out of the window. Robespierre is highly hated at this time and knows that he will no longer be a popular man in society. You heard it here first on PFBC. Robespierre is freed from jail but will be executed tomorrow. With the execution of Robespierre, will the reign of terror finally cease? What will happen to France's government? These are all questions France will just have to find out in time. Back to you. A lot has happened today and surrounding today. On July 27, 1794, Robespierre was arrested, then freed from jail, then taken back into custody. He is now going to be executed. What will happen to the government? What will change after the reign of terror has ended? How will the people eat? Where will they live? And how will this bloodshed stop? These are all questions that we will answer sooner or later for you. Please tune in to PFBC News to get more.
So, Pepperoni, how is life living on the streets?
Life?
Yeah.
Not good.